Is Intuit QuickBooks a bank account? It's a question that pops up surprisingly often, a seemingly simple query that uncovers a fascinating intersection of financial technology, business management, and evolving definitions. You might be running a small business, just starting out, or even a seasoned entrepreneur, and at some point, you've probably interacted with QuickBooks. It's the ubiquitous accounting software, the digital backbone for countless enterprises, helping them track income, expenses, and everything in between. But as you navigate its features, perhaps you've stumbled upon terms like QuickBooks Cash or payments, and a thought flickers, is this a bank? Let's be honest, in today's rapidly changing financial landscape, the lines are blurring. Fintech companies are offering services that look, feel, and even act like traditional banking without necessarily being chartered banks themselves. This isn't just a semantic debate. It has real implications for how you manage your money, understand your financial security, and comply with regulations. So, let's peel back the layers and get to the bottom of this. Is Intuit QuickBooks a bank account? The short, direct answer is no. Intuit QuickBooks is not a bank account in the traditional sense. However, that simple no doesn't tell the whole story, and it's in the nuances that we find the true value and understanding. Now, let's turn our attention to Intuit QuickBooks. Intuit, the company behind QuickBooks, is a software company. Their core business is developing and selling financial management software. QuickBooks itself is a robust accounting platform designed to help businesses manage their finances, track transactions, generate reports, and prepare for tax season. Think of it as a sophisticated digital ledger and organizational tool. It helps you record and understand your financial activities, but it doesn't hold your money. So, where does the confusion come from? The main source of this question often stems from features like QuickBooks Payments and QuickBooks Cash. Let's break these down. QuickBooks Payments is a service that allows businesses to accept payments from their customers directly through QuickBooks. This means the customer can pay an invoice you send through QuickBooks using a credit card, debit card, or even ACH transfer. When a customer makes a payment via QuickBooks Payments, that money doesn't go directly into a QuickBooks bank account. Instead, Intuit acts as a payment processor, much like Stripe or PayPal. They facilitate the transaction, process the payment, and then, after deducting their processing fees, deposit the funds into your designated bank account. This is why you need to link a traditional bank account to use QuickBooks Payments. So, when you open a QuickBooks Cash account, you are essentially opening a bank account with Green Dot Bank, with the interface and management tools seamlessly integrated into your QuickBooks software. Your deposits into a QuickBooks Cash account are held by Green Dot Bank and are FDIC insured up to the maximum allowed by law, currently $250,000 per depositor. This provides the same level of protection as any other traditional bank account with FDIC insurance. Intuit acts as a technology provider and a facilitator, making it easier for you to manage this Green Dot Bank account within your existing QuickBooks workflow. This distinction is vital for understanding financial security. If Intuit would go out of business, your funds in a QuickBooks Cash account would still be held by Green Dot Bank and protected by FDIC insurance. They are not held by Intuit as a separate entity. This is very different from, say, holding funds in a digital wallet provided by a non-bank entity that doesn't have the backing of a chartered bank and deposit insurance. Beyond QuickBooks Cash, Intuit also offers other financial services and integrations. For example, they might facilitate lending services through third-party lenders or offer credit card processing. In all these cases, Intuit is typically acting as an intermediary, a software provider, or a platform that connects you to regulated financial institutions or services. They are not originating the loans themselves as a bank would, nor are they holding your deposits in their own capacity as a bank. The emergence of these integrated financial services within software platforms like QuickBooks reflects a broader trend in the fintech industry. Companies are striving to provide a more holistic and seamless experience for their users. For a small business owner, having their accounting software, payment processing, and even a business bank account all accessible from a single dashboard can be incredibly convenient. It streamlines workflows, reduces manual data entry, and provides a more comprehensive view of their financial health. However, This convenience shouldn't obscure the fundamental regulatory and structural differences between a software company and a chartered bank. Banks operate under a much stricter regulatory framework designed to protect consumer funds and maintain financial stability. They are subject to capital reserve requirements, liquidity rules, and extensive oversight to ensure they can meet their obligations to depositors. Fintech companies, while often regulated in other capacities, e.g., as money transmitters or payment processors, typically don't face the same level of banking regulation unless they explicitly partner with or become a chartered bank themselves. So, to reiterate, when you're using QuickBooks, your primary bank accounts, the ones you link to QuickBooks for transaction import, are held at traditional FDIC-insured banks. QuickBooks is just reading the data. QuickBooks Payments. This is a payment processing service. Funds flow from your customer through Intuit's processing and then into your designated traditional bank account. QuickBooks Cash. This is a legitimate FDIC-insured bank account, but it's provided by Green Dot Bank, not by Intuit acting as a bank itself. Intuit provides the interface and integration. Understanding this distinction is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it clarifies where your money is actually held and who is ultimately responsible for its security. Knowing that your QuickBooks Cash account is backed by Green Dot Bank and FDIC insurance provides peace of mind. Secondly, it helps you understand the different regulatory frameworks at play. While Intuit adheres to various regulations as a software provider and payment processor, the banking aspect are governed by the regulations applicable to Green Dot Bank. Thirdly, it empowers you to make informed decisions about your financial infrastructure. You can appreciate the convenience of integrated services while still being aware of the underlying financial institutions and their respective roles. In essence, Intuit QuickBooks is a powerful financial management tool that integrates with, and in some cases facilitates access to, legitimate banking services. It is not, however, a bank in and of itself. It's a testament to the evolving nature of financial services, where technology companies are building bridges to traditional financial institutions, creating a more integrated and user-friendly experience for businesses of all sizes. The future of finance likely involves even more of these blurred lines, making it ever more important for users to understand the underlying mechanics and regulatory safeguards. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.